Hey, what's up, everybody? Walk and talk. So let's get right into it. Not too long ago, in Detroit, at the Metro Detroit Airport, a bag was intercepted. I don't know how many. I know it was at least one bag. One had to be a big bag. It had to be more. Were intercepted, and what they had in these bags was monkey meat, quote unquote, quote, bush meat. And they showed this monkey that they had found in one of these bags or whatever on the news. The monkey looked like it was dry rotted. The teeth was still showing, everything. It was a horrible sight. And then they found a whole bunch of rats. So you might ask, what they bringing the rats here for? That's a delicacy in their country. Now, this particular country mentioned was Togo. But bush meat and rat meat and all that is a delicacy all across Africa. I'm not going to say everywhere. But Togo isn't the only African country where this shit is a delicacy. Now, I'm not going to put nobody down about the food that they eat, okay? Because a lot of people eat bugs, and a lot of these people from these African countries do the same, and you got them over in Asia and all the different countries. They eat big worms, snails, bugs. Sometimes they cook them. Most times they cook them. Sometimes they don't. I'm not putting your way down, and how you choose to eat your delicacies are nothing. Not doing that. And to be honest, they say that bugs are very nutritious. Worms and all that shit that they eat. Okay, whatever. But we over here in America, we don't eat that shit. That's not our cuisine. That's not a delicacy for us. We don't eat that shit. And so these people are bringing in this. You know good and well that's not the first time that they did this. You know this is not the first time that they have smuggled bush meat and rat meat and God knows what else it is that they eat in their country. They just got caught. Now you're going to these people's restaurants and you are eating meat and you don't even know where that meat comes from. Okay? Now I know you're going to talk about the Asian people. We've been hearing about them for years, but they're not the subject here. The subject here is these people across the ocean in the so-called motherland, from the so-called motherland, bringing in this mess. And I know, and I'm pretty sure that eventually, even if it was for particular individuals, eventually it would have found its way in restaurants without them telling you what the hell it is that you're eating. So let me just say this. When you go to their countries, you can plainly see what it is that they eat. It's sitting at the marketplaces, hanging up. You have that choice to eat it if you want to. All right, because you're in their country. That's what they can do. They can eat those things. All right. But here, just think of that saying concerning the Romans. When in Rome, what? You do as the Romans do. You should be doing as the Romans do. This is not the place for you to indulge in your delicacies, because it's illegal to bring bush meat to the goddamn States. And we don't eat rats over here. See, that's the problem with a mass immigration. You get a lot of people that come here to the States whose cultures are so diametrically opposed to ours that it can actually cause a medical emergency in America. It can cause big problems. That's why when people are so different, they should not be within the same vicinity. All right, this is America. This is our country. This is not Togo. This is not Ghana. This is not Ethiopia. This ain't none of those places in Africa. We got to stop letting people come in here with cultures that are just totally different and totally out of sync with our own. In a minute, you're going to have some type of health outbreak messing with these people because they have built up tolerances to certain things because they've been dealing with it, eating it, around it for hundreds of years. They've built up a tolerance, but we don't have that type of tolerance because we haven't been messing with that mess, that crap. Boy, I tell you, culture is just way too different for them to be allowed to come over here. I am so glad that these people be bragging about how they avoid the black community like the plague, baby. Please keep avoiding us like the plague. Please keep doing so. Go to the all white communities, and if you find a community full of people just like you, go there. Get away from us with this shit that you bringing to the States. All right? You bringing not only bush meat and rats to be dined upon, you're bringing your racial socializations here. And if anybody knows about, especially Africa, you know that tribalism is terrible. And they can try to lie about it all they want. I've heard Africans say that that stuff is destroying Africa. And I can see very clear and very well how it could actually be destroying a whole continent full of countries that practice tribalism with a vengeance. All right, that's not how we don't have tribalism like that. All right, we do have racism and some things that, certain people, the way they act seems like a little tribalism, but it's not tribalism like there. These people are too different from us. They're too different. Okay? We need people who are compatible with us in our culture. All right? Like people from Belize, they're pretty much compatible. Mexicans, pretty much compatible. And other places, pretty much compatible. But any type of culture anywhere in the world, this is different. Smuggling bush meat into the States. They shouldn't be here. They should not be in here. And that's just it. Shouldn't be allowed to come here. And what they doing. What is the American government doing? What are they doing? I know y'all just saw me pick a lime off this lime tree. Here, we have a lot of people with lime trees and other type of trees. When they're in bloom, I just get some. Nobody ever says nothing. They don't really care. But anyway, we need to talk to our government, sign petitions, get them ready to deliver to our congressmen, legislatures, and all the, let them know, the high courts, that this is unacceptable. And people from nations who are doing this, that nation needs to be banned from coming into America. All right. Just stay in your country and eat all the bush meat, rat delicacies, and fried gorilla skulls and bulging orangutan eyeball soups that you want to eat. Just don't bring that shit here. Let's talk to our representatives. We need to get our concerns out to them ASAP. Thank you all for listening to this video, watching this video. I appreciate you. Please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Good day.